Hello and welcome. Welcome to Daily English Whisper. My name is Alex. And today, we are going to do something very practical. Something very useful. Something very real. Today's episode is called Learn English with Questions. And this episode is special because questions are the heart of conversation. If you want to speak English, you need questions. If you want to connect with people, you need questions. If you want conversations to continue, you need questions. Many learners study vocabulary. Many learners study grammar. But when they meet a real person, they don't know what to ask. They freeze. They stay quiet. They feel nervous. Maybe this sounds familiar. You understand English when you listen. You can answer simple questions. But when it's your turn to speak, your mind feels empty. You think, what can I ask? How do I continue? What if I sound strange? If you feel this, you are not alone. This is very common. And today, we are going to change that. This episode will help you practice conversation questions. Questions you can use in real life. Questions that feel natural. Questions that keep conversations going. You don't need perfect English. You don't need long sentences. You just need good questions. Here is an important idea. Good conversations are not about perfect answers. They are about curiosity. When you ask questions, people feel interested. People feel comfortable. And you feel more relaxed. Because you don't need to talk all the time. You ask. You listen. You respond. This episode is designed for listening and speaking practice. I will say a question. You will listen. Then you will repeat it. Sometimes, I will ask you to answer quietly. In your head. Or out loud. There is no pressure. You don't need to answer fast. You don't need to answer perfectly. This is practice. Safe practice. Now let me explain how this episode works. We will practice 50 conversation questions. But slowly. Calmly. Each question is simple. Each question is useful. You can use them with friends. With coworkers. With new people. Some questions are for daily life. Some are for small talk. Some help you know people better. Before we start, I want you to relax. You don't need to remember all 50 questions today. You don't need to master them. Just listening is already learning. Now let's talk about something important. Many learners are afraid of questions. They think, what if I don't understand the answer? What if the person speaks fast? That fear is normal. But here is the truth. You don't need to understand everything. In real conversations, no one understands everything. Even native speakers ask again. Even native speakers say, sorry? Can you repeat? That is normal. Questions help you learn because they create interaction. When you ask a question, English becomes real, not a lesson. A connection. Now let's start with a very simple practice. Listen to this question. How are you? Now repeat slowly. How are you? Again. How are you? Good. This is a simple question, but it opens many conversations. Now listen to another one. How is your day? Repeat slowly. How is your day? Again. How is your day? Very good. You see? Simple questions. Strong effect. Now let me say something important. When you repeat questions, your brain learns patterns. The rhythm, the sound, the structure. Later, you can change the words. But first, you need familiarity. That is why we repeat. Now imagine this. You meet someone. You feel nervous. But one question appears in your mind. How is your day? You ask it. The conversation starts. That moment builds confidence. And confidence helps speaking. This is why questions are powerful. They help you speak without pressure. Now let's do one more short practice. Listen. What do you do? Now repeat. What do you do? Again. What do you do? Good. You don't need to add anything. Just the question. Now think quietly. How would you answer that question? You don't need to say it now. Just think. This is listening practice and speaking preparation. Throughout this episode, I will guide you step by step. I will speak slowly. I will give you time. Sometimes I will say, repeat after me. Sometimes I will say, answer quietly. Everything is okay. This is a safe place to practice speaking. Hear a daily English whisper. We don't rush. We don't judge. We build confidence slowly. Now, in the next part, we will begin with the first group of conversation questions. Very common questions. Very useful questions. Questions you can use today. Stay with me. You are about to make conversations easier. Now, let's begin gently. In this part, we will start with very common conversation questions. These are questions you can use every day. Questions that feel natural. Questions that are easy to remember. I will say the question first. You listen carefully. Then I will ask you to repeat it slowly. After that, I will give you a moment to think about your answer. You don't need to speak fast. You don't need long answers. One short answer is perfect. Let's start. Listen. How are you today? Now repeat slowly. How are you today? Again. How are you today? Good. Now pause for a moment. How would you answer? Maybe you say, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm a little tired. All answers are okay. Now let's continue. Listen. How is your day going? Repeat slowly. How is your day going? Again. How is your day going? Very good. This question is friendly. It invites a short answer. Or a longer one. Now think quietly. How is your day going? You don't need to answer out loud. Just think. Now listen to the next question. What are you doing right now? Repeat slowly. What are you doing right now? Again. What are you doing right now? Good. This is a very useful question. You can use it with friends. You can use it in messages. You can use it at work. Now think. What are you doing right now? Maybe you say, I'm listening to English. I'm resting. I'm at home. Simple answers are perfect. Now let's move on. Listen. Are you busy today? Repeat slowly. Are you busy today? Again. Are you busy today? Good. This question is great for daily conversation. Now think quietly. Are you busy today? You can answer. Yes, I am. No, not really. Both are fine. Now listen to another one. What time is it for you? Repeat slowly. What time is it for you? Again. What time is it for you? Very good. This question is very common. When you talk to people in different places. Now pause. What time is it for you right now? You can answer in your head. Now let's continue. Listen carefully. Where are you from? Repeat slowly. Where are you from? Again. Where are you from? Good. This is a classic question. Very simple. Very powerful. Now think. Where are you from? You can answer with one word. Or one sentence. Both are okay. Now listen to the next question. Do you live near here? Repeat slowly. Do you live near here? Again. Do you live near here? Good. This question is useful in many situations. Now think. Do you live near here? Yes or no? Now let's keep going. Listen. Is this your first time here? Repeat slowly. Is this your first time here? Again. Is this your first time here? Very good. This question is great for meeting new people. Now think quietly. Is this your first time here? Now listen to another question. What do you usually do on weekdays? Repeat slowly. What do you usually do on weekdays? Again. What do you usually do on weekdays? Good. This question invites a longer answer. But you don't need a long one. You can say, I work. I study. I stay at home. Simple answers are enough. Now let's continue. Listen carefully. What do you like to do in your free time? Repeat slowly. What do you like to do in your free time? Again. What do you like to do in your free time? Very good. This is a friendly question. People like answering it. Now think. What do you like to do in your free time? Now let's do 2 more questions in this part. Listen. Do you like it here? Repeat slowly. Do you like it here? Again. Do you like it here? Good. And one more. Listen. How did you hear about this? Repeat slowly. How did you hear about this? Again. How did you hear about this? Very good. Now take a small breath. You just practiced many questions. You listened. You repeated. You thought about answers. That is real practice. Even if you didn't speak out loud, your brain worked. Now remember something important. You don't need to use all these questions today. Even one question is enough to start a conversation. Questions give you control. They give you direction. And most importantly, they give you confidence. In the next part, we will continue with more conversation questions. Questions for getting to know people better. Questions that help conversations feel natural. Stay with me. You are learning how to speak without fear. Now, let's continue. In this part, we will practice questions that help you know people better. These questions are still simple, but they go a little deeper. They help conversations feel more real, more human. Remember, you don't need perfect answers. Short answers are enough. Natural answers are better. Let's begin. Listen carefully. What do you do for work? Now repeat slowly. What do you do for work? Again. What do you do for work? Good. Now pause. How would you answer? You can answer very simply. I work in an office. I study. I work from home. All answers are okay. Now let's continue. Listen. Do you like your job? Repeat slowly. Do you like your job? Again. Do you like your job? Very good. This question is friendly. It shows interest. Now think quietly. Do you like your job? You can answer. Yes, I do. It's okay. Not really. Simple is perfect. Now listen to the next one. What are you studying right now? Repeat slowly. What are you studying right now? Again. What are you studying right now? Good. This question is useful for many situations. Now think. What are you studying right now? Maybe English. Maybe something else. Now let's move on. Listen carefully. Do you work or study? Repeat slowly. Do you work or study? Again. Do you work or study? Good. This question is short and clear. Now think. Do you work or study? You can answer with one word or one sentence. Both are okay. Now listen to another one. What does your day usually look like? Repeat slowly. What does your day usually look like? Again. What does your day usually look like? Very good. This question sounds a little longer, but it is very natural. Now think quietly. What does your day usually look like? You don't need details. Just a simple idea. Now let's continue. Listen. Do you have a busy schedule? Repeat slowly. Do you have a busy schedule? Again. Do you have a busy schedule? Good. This question is common at work. Now think. Do you have a busy schedule? Yes or no? Now listen to the next one. What do you usually do after work? Repeat slowly. What do you usually do after work? Again. What do you usually do after work? Very good. This question helps conversations continue. Now think quietly. What do you usually do after work? Maybe you rest. Maybe you watch TV. Maybe you study English. All are good answers. Now let's practice another one. Listen carefully. Do you work from home or at an office? Repeat slowly. Do you work from home or at an office? Again. Do you work from home or at an office? Good. This question gives two options. That makes it easier to answer. Now think. Where do you work? Now let's move on. Listen. What do you enjoy most about your day? Repeat slowly. What do you enjoy most about your day? Again. What do you enjoy most about your day? Very good. This question is positive. People like answering it. Now think quietly. What do you enjoy most about your day? Even one word is enough. Now listen to another one. What do you usually do on weekends? Repeat slowly. What do you usually do on weekends? Again. What do you usually do on weekends? Good. This is a very common question. Now think. What do you usually do on weekends? Now let's do two more questions in this part. Listen carefully. Do you prefer staying home or going out? Repeat slowly. Do you prefer staying home or going out? Again. Do you prefer staying home or going out? Very good. Now think. What do you prefer? And one more. Listen. What helps you relax? Repeat slowly. What helps you relax? Again. What helps you relax? Good. Now pause for a moment. You just practiced many personal but simple questions. These questions help conversations feel real. They help people open up. And remember something important. You don't need to ask many questions. One good question is enough. You ask. You listen. You respond. That is conversation. Even if your answer is short, you are communicating. Now take a small breath. You are doing well. In the next part, we will practice questions for opinions and preferences. These questions help conversations feel more interesting and help you express yourself more. Stay with me. You are building real speaking confidence. Now, let's continue. In this part, we will practice questions about opinions and preferences. These questions are very important in real conversations. They help you share what you like. They help you understand other people. And the good news is this: you don't need long answers. You don't need strong opinions. Simple answers are perfect. Let's begin slowly. Listen carefully. What do you like to do most in your free time? Now repeat slowly. What do you like to do most in your free time? Again. What do you like to do most in your free time? Good. Now pause. How would you answer? Maybe you say, I like watching movies. I like walking. I like listening to music. All answers are okay. Now let's continue. Listen. Do you like watching movies or series? Repeat slowly. Do you like watching movies or series? Again. Do you like watching movies or series? Very good. This question gives options. Options make answering easier. Now think quietly. Movies or series? Now listen to the next one. What kind of music do you like? Repeat slowly. What kind of music do you like? Again. What kind of music do you like? Good. You can answer with one word or one short sentence. Now let's move on. Listen carefully. Do you prefer mornings or evenings? Repeat slowly. Do you prefer mornings or evenings? Again. Do you prefer mornings or evenings? Very good. This is a very common question. Now think. Mornings or evenings? Both answers are fine. Now listen to another one. What is your favorite way to relax? Repeat slowly. What is your favorite way to relax? Again. What is your favorite way to relax? Good. This question is friendly. People enjoy answering it. Now think quietly. What helps you relax? Now let's continue. Listen. Do you like cooking at home? Repeat slowly. Do you like cooking at home? Again. Do you like cooking at home? Good. Now think. Yes or no? Simple answers are enough. Now listen to the next question. What food do you enjoy the most? Repeat slowly. What food do you enjoy the most? Again. What food do you enjoy the most? Very good. You don't need details. Just one food is perfect. Now let's continue. Listen carefully. Do you like coffee or tea? Repeat slowly. Do you like coffee or tea? Again. Do you like coffee or tea? Good. This is a classic small talk question. Now think. Coffee or tea? Now listen to another one. What do you usually do when you have time off? Repeat slowly. What do you usually do when you have time off? Again. What do you usually do when you have time off? Very good. This question helps conversations grow. Now think quietly. What do you usually do? Now let's move on. Listen. Do you enjoy traveling? Repeat slowly. Do you enjoy traveling? Again. Do you enjoy traveling? Good. You can answer simply. Yes, I do. Or, not really. Both are fine. Now listen to the next question. What place do you want to visit someday? Repeat slowly. What place do you want to visit someday? Again. What place do you want to visit someday? Very good. This question invites imagination. Now think quietly. Where do you want to go? Now let's do 2 more questions in this part. Listen carefully. Do you like spending time alone or with others? Repeat slowly. Do you like spending time alone or with others? Again. Do you like spending time alone or with others? Good. And one more. Listen. What makes you feel happy? Repeat slowly. What makes you feel happy? Again. What makes you feel happy? Very good. Now pause for a moment. You just practiced many questions. That help you share opinions and preferences. These questions are powerful because there is no right or wrong answer. You just share. And when you share, conversations feel natural. Remember this. You don't need to ask many questions. One good question can open a long conversation. You ask. You listen. You respond. That is real speaking. Take a small breath. You are doing very well. In the next part, we will practice questions for past experiences and simple stories. These questions help you talk about life in a calm, natural way. Stay with me. Your conversations are becoming easier. Now, let's continue. In this part, we will practice questions about past experiences. These questions help you tell small stories. They help you connect with people. And they are very common in real conversations. You don't need long answers. You don't need details. One simple sentence is enough. Let's begin slowly. Listen carefully. What did you do yesterday? Now repeat slowly. What did you do yesterday? Again. What did you do yesterday? Good. Now pause. How would you answer? Maybe you say, I worked. I stayed at home. I met a friend. All answers are okay. Now let's continue. Listen. Did you have a good day? Repeat slowly. Did you have a good day? Again. Did you have a good day? Very good. This is a friendly question. People like answering it. Now think quietly. Did you have a good day? Now listen to the next one. What did you do last weekend? Repeat slowly. What did you do last weekend? Again. What did you do last weekend? Good. This question is very common. Now think. What did you do last weekend? One activity is enough. Now let's move on. Listen carefully. Did you do anything interesting recently? Repeat slowly. Did you do anything interesting recently? Again. Did you do anything interesting recently? Very good. This question invites a small story. But you don't need to tell much. Now think quietly. Did you do anything interesting? Now listen to another one. Have you ever tried something new? Repeat slowly. Have you ever tried something new? Again. Have you ever tried something new? Good. This question sounds bigger. But your answer can be very simple. Yes, I have. No, not yet. Both are fine. Now let's continue. Listen. What was the last movie you watched? Repeat slowly. What was the last movie you watched? Again. What was the last movie you watched? Very good. Now think. What was the last movie you watched? You can answer with one word. Now listen to the next question. Did you enjoy it? Repeat slowly. Did you enjoy it? Again. Did you enjoy it? Good. This question is short, but very useful. Now let's move on. Listen carefully. What was the best part of your day? Repeat slowly. What was the best part of your day? Again. What was the best part of your day? Very good. This question is positive. People enjoy answering it. Now think quietly. What was the best part of your day? Now let's continue. Listen. Did anything surprise you today? Repeat slowly. Did anything surprise you today? Again. Did anything surprise you today? Good. Now think. Yes or no? Now let's do a few more. Listen carefully. What was something small that made you smile? Repeat slowly. What was something small that made you smile? Again. What was something small that made you smile? Very good. This question is gentle. It creates a nice conversation. Now listen to the next one. Did you learn anything new recently? Repeat slowly. Did you learn anything new recently? Again. Did you learn anything new recently? Good. You can answer simply. Yes, I did. Or a little. Now let's pause for a moment. You just practiced questions about the past. These questions help you talk about life. They help you share experiences. And remember this: you don't need perfect grammar. People understand meaning, not perfection. When you ask these questions, you show interest. And interest is more important than perfect English. Now take a small breath. You are doing great. In the next part, we will practice questions for future plans and intentions. These questions help conversations move forward and help you talk about what's next. Stay with me. Your speaking confidence is growing step by step. Now, let's continue calmly. In this part, we will practice questions about future plans and intentions. These questions are very common. People use them every day. They help conversations move forward. They help you talk about what comes next. Remember, your answers don't need to be big. Short answers are perfect. Let's begin. Listen carefully. What are you doing later today? Now repeat slowly. What are you doing later today? Again. What are you doing later today? Good. Now pause. How would you answer? Maybe you say, I'm working. I'm resting. I'm meeting a friend. All answers are okay. Now let's continue. Listen. Do you have any plans for tonight? Repeat slowly. Do you have any plans for tonight? Again. Do you have any plans for tonight? Very good. This is a friendly question. People hear it often. Now think quietly. Do you have plans tonight? Now listen to the next one. What are you doing this weekend? Repeat slowly. What are you doing this weekend? Again. What are you doing this weekend? Good. This question is very useful. Now think. What are you doing this weekend? One idea is enough. Now let's move on. Listen carefully. Are you free tomorrow? Repeat slowly. Are you free tomorrow? Again. Are you free tomorrow? Very good. This question is short and practical. Now think. Are you free tomorrow? Yes or no is enough. Now listen to another one. What do you plan to do next? Repeat slowly. What do you plan to do next? Again. What do you plan to do next? Good. This question can be about many things. Work. Life. The day. Now think quietly. What do you plan to do next? Now let's continue. Listen. Do you have any plans for the weekend? Repeat slowly. Do you have any plans for the weekend? Again. Do you have any plans for the weekend? Very good. This question is very common in small talk. Now think. Yes, I do. Or no, not really. Both are fine. Now listen to the next one. What would you like to do in the future? Repeat slowly. What would you like to do in the future? Again. What would you like to do in the future? Good. This question sounds bigger, but your answer can be simple. I want to travel. I want to learn English. I want to relax more. Simple is perfect. Now let's move on. Listen carefully. Do you want to try something new soon? Repeat slowly. Do you want to try something new soon? Again. Do you want to try something new soon? Very good. Now think quietly. Do you want to try something new? Now listen to another one. What are you looking forward to? Repeat slowly. What are you looking forward to? Again. What are you looking forward to? Good. This question is common and friendly. Now think. What are you looking forward to? Now let's continue. Listen. Are you planning to travel anytime soon? Repeat slowly. Are you planning to travel anytime soon? Again. Are you planning to travel anytime soon? Very good. Now think. Yes or no? Now let's do 2 more questions in this part. Listen carefully. What do you hope to do next year? Repeat slowly. What do you hope to do next year? Again. What do you hope to do next year? Good. And one more. Listen. Is there something you want to change? Repeat slowly. Is there something you want to change? Again. Is there something you want to change? Very good. Now pause for a moment. You just practiced questions about the future. These questions help you talk about plans, dreams, and intentions. They help conversations feel open. They help people share. And remember this important idea. You don't need perfect future grammar. People understand meaning. When you ask these questions, you invite conversation. You show interest. That is real communication. Now take a small breath. You are doing very well. In the next part, we will practice questions for opinions, feelings, and reactions in the moment. These questions help conversations feel natural and alive. Stay with me. Your English conversations are becoming smoother and easier. Now, let's continue. In this part, we will practice questions about feelings and opinions in the moment. These questions are very powerful. They help conversations feel alive. They help you react naturally. They help you connect emotionally. And the good news is this. These questions are short. Very short. You can use them anytime. Let's begin slowly. Listen carefully. How do you feel about this? Now repeat slowly. How do you feel about this? Again. How do you feel about this? Good. This question is very flexible. You can use it at work, with friends, in daily life. Now think quietly. How do you feel about this? You can answer with one word. Good. Not sure. It's okay. All are fine. Now let's continue. Listen. What do you think? Repeat slowly. What do you think? Again. What do you think? Very good. This is one of the most useful questions in English. Simple. Natural. Powerful. Now think. What do you think? You don't need a long answer. Now listen to the next one. How does it sound to you? Repeat slowly. How does it sound to you? Again. How does it sound to you? Good. This question is great. When you talk about ideas or plans. Now think quietly. How does it sound to you? Now let's move on. Listen carefully. Do you like the idea? Repeat slowly. Do you like the idea? Again. Do you like the idea? Very good. This question is friendly. It invites a simple answer. Now think. Yes or no? Now listen to another one. What's your opinion? Repeat slowly. What's your opinion? Again. What's your opinion? Good. This question sounds direct, but it is very common. Now think quietly. What's your opinion? One sentence is enough. Now let's continue. Listen. How do you feel right now? Repeat slowly. How do you feel right now? Again. How do you feel right now? Very good. This question is very human. You can use it in many situations. Now think. How do you feel right now? You can answer honestly. Now listen to the next one. Does this work for you? Repeat slowly. Does this work for you? Again. Does this work for you? Good. This question is very useful at work or when making plans. Now think. Does this work for you? Yes or no is enough. Now let's move on. Listen carefully. Are you comfortable with that? Repeat slowly. Are you comfortable with that? Again. Are you comfortable with that? Very good. This question shows care and respect. Now think quietly. Are you comfortable with that? Now listen to another one. What do you like about it? Repeat slowly. What do you like about it? Again. What do you like about it? Good. This question invites a positive answer. Now think. What do you like about it? One thing is enough. Now let's continue. Listen. Is there anything you don't like? Repeat slowly. Is there anything you don't like? Again. Is there anything you don't like? Very good. This question is polite and very common. Now think quietly. Is there anything you don't like? Now let's do 2 more questions in this part. Listen carefully. How do you usually feel about this kind of thing? Repeat slowly. How do you usually feel about this kind of thing? Again. How do you usually feel about this kind of thing? Good. And one more. Listen. Does that make sense to you? Repeat slowly. Does that make sense to you? Again. Does that make sense to you? Very good. Now pause for a moment. You just practiced questions for feelings and opinions. These questions are important because they help conversations feel natural and respectful. You are not only talking. You are listening. You are reacting. That is real conversation. And remember this. You don't need to sound perfect. You need to sound present. Asking these questions shows interest. And interest is the heart of communication. Take a small breath. You are doing very well. In the next part, we will practice questions for clarifying, continuing, and keeping conversations going. These questions help you when you don't understand, or when you want to continue speaking. Stay with me. You are very close to feeling confident in conversations. Now, let's continue calmly. In this part, we will practice questions that help you continue a conversation. These questions are very important. They help you when you don't understand. They help you when you want more information. They help you keep the conversation going. And here is something important to remember. You do not need to understand everything in English. You just need to know how to ask. Asking for help is part of real conversation. Native speakers do it all the time. Let's begin slowly. Listen carefully. Can you repeat that, please? Now repeat slowly. Can you repeat that, please? Again. Can you repeat that, please? Good. This is one of the most useful questions in English. Polite. Simple. Very common. Now think quietly. You can use this anytime. Now let's continue. Listen. Can you say that again? Repeat slowly. Can you say that again? Again. Can you say that again? Very good. This sounds natural and friendly. Now listen to the next one. What do you mean? Repeat slowly. What do you mean? Again. What do you mean? Good. This question is short. Very powerful. You can add exactly if you want. But this simple version is perfect. Now think quietly. What do you mean? Now let's move on. Listen carefully. Can you explain it a little? Repeat slowly. Can you explain it a little? Again. Can you explain it a little? Very good. This question is polite and helps the other person slow down. Now listen to another one. I'm not sure I understand. Repeat slowly. I'm not sure I understand. Again. I'm not sure I understand. Good. This sentence is honest and natural. Many learners feel afraid to say this, but it is very normal. Now let's continue. Listen. Can you give me an example? Repeat slowly. Can you give me an example? Again. Can you give me an example? Very good. Examples help understanding a lot. Now think quietly. You can use this at work, in class, or with friends. Now listen to the next one. What does that mean? Repeat slowly. What does that mean? Again. What does that mean? Good. This question is very direct, but very common. Now let's move on. Listen carefully. How do you spell that? Repeat slowly. How do you spell that? Again. How do you spell that? Very good. This question is useful in many situations. Now think quietly. You don't need to feel embarrassed. Spelling questions are normal. Now listen to another one. Can you slow down a bit? Repeat slowly. Can you slow down a bit? Again. Can you slow down a bit? Good. This question helps you feel more comfortable. Now let's continue. Listen. What was the last part? Repeat slowly. What was the last part? Again. What was the last part? Very good. This question helps you stay in the conversation. Now listen to the next one. Can you tell me more? Repeat slowly. Can you tell me more? Again. Can you tell me more? Good. This is a great question to keep conversations going. Now think quietly. People like answering this. Now let's move on. Listen carefully. So, you mean? Repeat slowly. So, you mean? Again. So, you mean? Very good. This question helps you check understanding. You can repeat the idea after this. Now listen to another one. Did I understand you correctly? Repeat slowly. Did I understand you correctly? Again. Did I understand you correctly? Good. This question shows care and helps avoid confusion. Now let's do a few more. Listen carefully. What happened next? Repeat slowly. What happened next? Again. What happened next? Very good. This question is perfect for stories. Now listen to the next one. And then what? Repeat slowly. And then what? Again. And then what? Good. This is short and very natural. Now pause for a moment. You just practiced questions that give you control in conversations. When you know these questions, you don't feel stuck. You don't panic when you don't understand. You stay calm. You stay curious. And curiosity is powerful. Remember this. You don't need perfect English to have a good conversation. You need questions. Questions help you listen better. Questions help you speak with confidence. Now take a small breath. You are doing very well. In the next and final part, we will bring everything together. We will review the main idea. We will talk about confidence. And we will close this episode calmly. Stay with me. You are almost there. Now, let's slow down together. We are coming to the end of this episode. And I want to take a quiet moment with you. Today, you practiced something very important. You practiced questions. Not grammar rules. Not long answers. Questions. And that is powerful. Because questions are the key to real conversation. You learned that you don't need perfect English to speak with people. You don't need big words. You don't need fast sentences. You need curiosity. You need simple questions. Let's remember what you practiced today. You practiced questions for daily life. Questions to get to know people. Questions for opinions and preferences. Questions about the past. Questions about the future. Questions for feelings and reactions. Questions to clarify and continue conversations. That is a lot. But don't worry. You don't need to remember all 50 questions today. Even one question can change a conversation. One question can open a door. Let me share an important idea with you. Good speakers ask good questions. They don't talk all the time. They listen. They react. They show interest. And when you ask questions, the pressure goes down. You don't need to perform. You don't need to impress. You just need to be present. Now let's repeat a very important sentence together. Listen carefully. I can have conversations in English. Now repeat slowly. I can have conversations in English. Again. I can have conversations in English. Good. This sentence is not just practice. It is a reminder. You are already doing it. When you listen. When you repeat. When you think about answers. You are communicating. Now imagine a real situation. You meet someone new. You feel a little nervous. But one question comes to your mind. How is your day going? You ask it. The other person answers. The conversation starts. That moment builds confidence. And confidence grows with experience. Not with perfection. Now listen to another sentence. Questions help me feel confident. Repeat slowly. Questions help me feel confident. Again. Questions help me feel confident. Very good. I want you to remember something important. You don't need to speak a lot. You need to speak a little, many times. And questions help you do that. They give you structure. They give you direction. They help you stay in the conversation. And when you stay in the conversation, your English improves naturally. This is how real fluency grows. Not fast. not forced. Calmly. Naturally. If this episode felt helpful, if you felt more confident, if you felt less afraid of speaking, you are in the right place. Here at Daily English Whisper, we practice English in a calm way. Slow listening, gentle speaking, real-life practice. If you want to continue practicing like this, you can stay with us. You can subscribe to Daily English Whisper and keep building confidence step by step. And remember, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to rush. You are learning, and that is enough. Thank you for listening. Thank you for practicing with me. This is Alex, whispering English with you. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. And keep asking questions.